Peace, peeps. Your boy Dave B813, and you checking me out on my own Champa Baby podcast, powered by Anchor. If you're interested in starting your own podcast, it's free today. Just download it. Simple editing, distribution to Spotify, Apple Music, and more, with the opportunity to earn money with no minimum amount of listeners or anything. So, like I said, if you're interested, man, download it today. But in the meantime, check out my show, bitch. Yeah, peace, everybody, It's your boy Dave B813. Just cooling for the most part, you know what I mean? Just thankful, thanking God, thanking, you know what I mean, people that support me every day, you know what I mean, for the journey that I've made, and, you know what I mean, things that I've learned and all that, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be possible without the people that I met, and it wouldn't be possible without the creator, you know. So just gonna get right into things. So about the podcast, I'm in the process. I'm just editing music right now, and I have a couple more things to do. And then my next step, I'll be getting ready to start the interview processes and stuff. I guess you can consider this the first go. Y'all hearing me for the first time, you know. But I just wanted to let everybody know what the deal was. It's just getting ready to get these interviews together. I have all the setup prepared and everything. Then at the same time, just kind of waiting on, I got a son on the way. Today is what I want to say. Today is like the 4th. I can't really look right now. I'm driving. I want to say it's the 4th or whatever. My son is due on I can't see this car. My son's due on the 18th. So as of right now, it's just kind of like personal matters. I'm just waiting on this birth to happen, waiting for my son to get to the world, make sure his mother's happy. Make sure his mother's healthy. I gotta make sure he's healthy, you know what I mean, and then get adjusted to having a newborn in the house again. So that's playing a big stall in a lot of stuff, you know what I mean. I only can really do the things that I can get out the way, and stuff that's involving other people being interviewed, you know. I'm just kind of keeping that to the side until I get to this next chapter. So if it's a little loud, sorry y'all, I'm on the interstate, so it could be a little loud. I want to say shout out to all the other people that's out there doing podcasts, especially my brother Will Ray. I've been listening to him for a couple of weeks. I didn't even know he was doing it. I mean, it's kind of on my fault. I didn't notice it. I should have been on social media a lot more, but I'm back. You know what I mean? And I'm catching up with my close ones. And so far, from whenever I heard, I like all the podcasts that I heard. But Will's is like, you know what I mean? I took a lot from that, you know what I mean? And I just love the naturalness about it. You know what I mean? So it's definitely going to be a major influence in the direction I go. Like, I'm intertwining artists and stuff with this podcast. But at the same time, we're trying to get to know more about the artists that I do interview. You know what I mean? And just in natural interviews, no scripted stuff, none of that. Just keeping it all 100. That's the number one purpose of everything I'm doing, to keep it natural and 100. Another reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I want to expose the culture of Champa. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, It's a lot of talent in this city. Not just saying musicians. You got artists. You have doctors, lawyers, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm bringing it all here because it's a lot of black greatness going on, and we're not gonna have this as just a black greatness thing, but it's definitely gonna be acknowledged. Like I'm doing this for my people, but at the same time, it's all about talent at the end of the day. And talent don't come with a skin color. And that's just real talk right there, you know. It don't come with a skin color. But while y'all sitting down with me, we're gonna have a little 75 South talk, I guess, since I'm on 75 South. I'm going ahead and tell y'all a little bit about me. If you don't know, I'm Dave B813, aka Troll Guy, aka LeVar King Bronner, aka Frog, aka Big Frog. You know, just the list will go on, man. AKA the Billy Goat, AKA Big Dave. So I've been around, man. I'm born and raised Tampa, Florida, for all my Tampa natives, because, you know what I mean, it's like in the city, we got a lot of people here that's from a lot of other places. So shout out to all my people born and raised in the Bay Area. Shout out to the Buccaneers for bringing that second Super Bowl home. You know what I mean? It was good. Shout out to all the sports teams, the Lightning and all of them, you know, the Rays. It's just what we just watched with the city is major. But back to my point, you know, I'm Dave B813. I'm an artist. I have probably over 20 mixtapes out there on the internet, possibly 30. A studio album named Troll Guy Reinvented that's available on Spotify, Apple Music, all those special places, and I have an EP on there as well called Champa Baby. You know what I mean? I've been doing music since I was, I want to say 15, 16. My homeboy Big Ray got me in it. Like, I used to do a lot of poetry and writing. My homeboy Big Ray got me into it. Shout out Big Ray, of course. Y'all go check my boy. I gotta check out one of his karaoke nights, man. Like, bro be telling me. I know he probably like, man, Frog ain't coming through. I gotta come through for my boy one of them nights and check it out. Probably get some drinks or two. I don't know about getting on the karaoke stage. I might need more than 2 drinks. I might need a few. I need a few of them. But yeah, shout out Big Ray. Big Ray played a huge role in, like, I won't say teaching me to write, but teaching me to put it out, like not just putting it on paper and take it beyond paper. He taught me that, you know what I mean? Like, he helped me with that confidence, you know what I mean? So bro play a major part. Y'all might not see me with him, but I'm just going ahead and be a man and say bro play a major part in that, you know. A little more about me, little boy about me, outside of artist, being an artist, you know what I mean, I'm also the person that's starting this podcast, you know what I mean, and I'm doing this for the community. It's something for the community to have a voice, and, you know what I mean, untapped talent in many places. Especially a lot of unblack tapped talent. If you got black businesses, you know what I mean, black hustlers, black entrepreneurs, you know what I mean, I definitely welcome you, but I welcome everybody. I've been in this is not new hosting for me. I mean, I done hosted a couple of things out here in the city. Did a little acting. I'm just trying to go everywhere with it, but like I say, the podcast is just my thing for community, and so that's something personal in me that I want to put out. And I know with the people and with God, it's going to happen. I'm a father. I guess as I told y'all earlier, I have a son on the way. I have a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old daughter. And it's smart, man. Kids these days is just out of this world smart, man. It's just ridiculous smart. So I'm a hell of a father. That's one thing about me. I appreciate my mother for doing everything she can do. You know, like I said, I grew up without a father. I didn't meet my pops till I was 16. You know, and I seen him again probably when I was grown, and things went from there. There's no grudges against him, you know. But it's just, that's my story. It's not something that I use as an excuse. It did slow me down, kind of, I'll say growing up. But I'm not going to hold that as an excuse, because I came out to be pretty damn intelligent, you know. I'm just learning to tap in places still. That's really like, it ain't too much about me that's just not in my music, you know. Like I'm not really the type to just talk about myself too much. That's why the point of this podcast is like, it's not I'm gonna be in it, but you know, it's for the community, it's for the people. I love to hear other people's story, how to live mine. So I think about that one every day. A little more about me, behind the scene. I do security work. I'm a security captain, and I do a little security work behind the scene. I'm working on other things to better my life. Number one is this podcast, because I really ain't trying to be working for no man but myself, and I want to work for the people. That's my number one aim, to work for the people. Y'all excuse me if I'm pausing this though. Like you said, I'm on the 75. I'm just jumped on the I-4. So, you know what I mean? Y'all getting this talk while I'm on my way to the slave job. That's really all it is about me. You know what I mean? To tell you where my mind at. I'm a very deep conscious thinker. And I believe in the empowerment of my black people. Definitely, you know what I mean? I believe it's time for black people slowly waking up, but I think it's time to speed it up a little more, and the only way to speed it up a little more is, you know what I mean, through outlets that can reach to people like this here, like podcast is basically the new radio, you know what I mean, and it's a way to reach multiple people in areas that I may not be in, but you know what I mean, it's accessible everywhere. And then, I mean, I can reach the people that I can reach in my city if they listen, but if I see them face to face, you know what I mean, I'm just that same person on camera, you know what I mean, live, behind the scene. I'm just Dave B, you know what I mean? But like I say, I'm just a person that I'm really locked into the betterment of black people. And one of the things that kill me is this modern day lynching that we just been dealing with these days. With these police, it's like, it's out of hand, and I'm like, okay, if anything ain't been waking you up, that's one thing that should be waking you up. You know what I mean? The fact that we out here killing each other in a country that don't give a damn about us, and they already killing us. You know what I mean? It's something that kills me the most. It's something that we need to talk about, because it's like, what irks my nerve is black on black crime. Like, stuff's gonna happen, but black on black murder, I look at it as like, murder is crime, but murder is heavy, like, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of us that's coming after each other and killing each other over streets, over money, over drugs, over women, over a bunch of stuff that it ain't worth another man losing his life. You know what I mean? And not to say we ain't caring about the sisters too. It's a lot of black women that's being mistreated, hurt, abused. You know what I mean? Falling in love with the wrong people. You know what I mean? And that's due to the culture of our upbringings, broken households. You know, the Willie Lynch syndromes in our culture, Jim Crow affecting us. A lot of single mothers. You getting the teaching of mom, but not getting the teaching of dad. Like a lot of that stuff plays a factor in the reasons of what we're going through in this country. You know what I mean? It just set it up for us to struggle the way we are. You know what I mean? Not making that an excuse for anything, but just taking it there. Like, y'all research if you ain't there, research the Willie Lynch syndromes in the Jim Crow era, and it'll teach you about a lot of stuff after slavery. You know, it'll wake you up a lot, but a lot more of us need to start waking up, because, you know what I mean, like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of us killing each other, and then you turn around and we don't say nothing about that. But if it's a cop kill us or a white person kill us, we marching and all of that. You know what I mean? I don't be like, as far as the looting and stuff, I'm not the type to really knock that, because I'm not gonna knock it, because these are the same people that bombed Wall Street, Black Wall Street, in Tulsa. You know what I mean? Like it was a war or something. You know what I mean? And then covered the story up for years, and a lot of people just really hearing about this story. And I knew about this story when I was younger, because my godmother gave me like a lot of stuff to read on and this stuff. But it's just crazy, like how they hid that story from this country for pretty hefty amount of time. You know what I mean? But it's just a lot of tax on us, and if I'm not mistaken, I want to say we're 13% of this country. You know, and after this Jim Crow era and drugs being pumped into our neighborhoods, the food and liquor stores, with a little mix of guns and stuff, all types of things that cause hell. You know what I mean? Being placed in the community, and you got a bunch of, hold on one second. It's a big old truck this was passing, but it's a bunch of struggling people. You know what I mean? Stressed, confused, upset, angry, everything but happy. Put it all with them, of course, you know, violence is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Some turn against each other. But the moral of our story, I'm saying, the reason I got so detailed in that is because, like I said, if I'm not mistaken, we 13% of this country. And if I'm wrong, correct me. But I want to say we 13% of this country, and I want to say we're about 60% of the prison population, and we're going to jail for all them things that they put in there, the guns, drugs, all of that stuff. Like, we go to jail for all of that because it was set up, you know what I mean, to keep us down. Because they didn't, like you say, way back in Tulsa era, they didn't like seeing us making money like that, and they still don't like seeing us make money like that, and they don't want us to, because they're afraid that we'll take over. The 13% of America will take over. But in reality, all black people want to do is just fit in. I don't know why they want to fit in, because, I mean, we the blessed. Everyone's God's children, but we the blessed people. You know what I mean? Like, everyone really want to fit in with us. We just trying to fit in because we get too lost in the luxuries, I'll say. The luxuries of America, and don't realize we're the luxury of the world. You know what I mean? But we just haven't woken up as a whole yet. And it's just time. It's time to open up as a whole. And like I said, it's one of the main reasons of this whole thing. It's one of the main reasons of this whole thing that I'm doing right now. So another thing I want to touch on is the attacks on the black men. I'm not feeling that. Like, I have nothing against a person living an alternative lifestyle. You live how you want to live, but we have to start acknowledging the targeting of the black man, to feminize the black man. Like, some people say, oh, it's a conspiracy, but it's not a conspiracy. It's like, that's just a cop-out to acknowledge the BS that's going on and the attacks on the black community. And if you feel that it's just a conspiracy, you just a part of the problem. And we got to start touching on that a lot more. And because our black women are very supportive of seeing a king not acting like a king. You know, like, I'm saying all these things to just make people just think about it for a second. Having more put together households, teaching children family values, family structure. You know what I mean? Learning okay, if you disagree with your partner, don't always just run away from the relationship, because the relationship, if you got kids, you know what I mean, it plays a vital part for them children. You know what I mean? It's time to start educating ourselves on investing and saving at the same time, and investing our money in the right places, investing in black business. You know what I mean? Supporting your brother, your sister, if you see they got talent. You know what I mean? Don't just give them the, hey, you good. Like, go to the next level and actually financially support. Step out and come show them some love. You know what I mean? Just simple things that we know we need to do that other coaches is doing. The only thing that we not doing is we really not supporting each other. And when we support each other, yeah, the backlash gonna come, but we'll be prepared, because, you know, we already be behind each other and stuff. But we have to work on them things. A lot of people got upset when, like, for example, Kanye West said being a slave was a choice. They didn't take that in the right way. Like, bro wasn't saying, oh, the first slaves came here, they had a choice to not be slaves. It's just saying, like, for 300 years, you sit down and put up with torture. You know what I mean? And then after 300 years, you decide to fight back. 300 years is a long time. And then here we go today. People will sit there and trash that man, not realizing that all he's trying to do is wake people up. And if you refusing to wake up, that's like you choosing to stay a slave. Same example of what Gay was making, you know. It's just, I could go all day on this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It'd be better to have another person sit down and chat with. But like I say, I just wanted to give y'all a little perspective, or give y'all a little introduction of where my mind at. Let me say that word out rightly. Introduction of where my mind is at, and what are the core directions of this podcast. It's gonna be deeper than that, but so I'm getting close to the job, and I think I gave y'all enough about me. You can find me on IG on the day B813, the official. I had the links in here. If I I had the links in here. I'm not on Facebook no more. Yeah, it's not on there. So I had an IG link on here, and then the website is under works. We'll be having a website. Then as many places I can get this podcast to spin at is where it's gonna be. That's the number one goal. Once again, like I tell y'all, I have a lot of interviews coming, and when they start coming, they're gonna keep coming, and we'll implement some more things. And we're gonna have music submissions, album reviews, some of everything. You know, just keep your eyes open and keep your ears open too, and just be prepared to check out the Troll God 813 podcast. You can cut it on your way to work or whenever you just getting away from the family and just need something positive and enlightening to listen to. You know what I mean? No, we get some music, but no Breakfast Club stuff. We leave that to the Breakfast Club. no shots to the Breakfast Club, because I vibe with them. But this is gonna be a little different. This, like I said, it's for the culture. It's for the community. So on that note, I'm just getting to the jizzle. I will catch up with you guys. Everyone stay woke, stay blessed, and love from the big dog, Dave B813. Troll God Podcast out.